Well, hello everyone, welcome to Monza, which after a week break plays host to the final ever European race in CRC. We are here at the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza in what is set to be an interesting weekend that we have here. In CRC. And of course, as I said, it is CRC's last ever race on European soil. So obviously it's going to be very sad for CRC to say goodbye to Monza this weekend. Since we have seen some good races in Monza in the past in CRC. But we are about to get FP1 underway. Now as we're waiting to be able to get into the game, let's talk about what happened in Belgium. And Alex Moore's another big mistake, which could prove costly. He is really on the back foot right now, is Alex Moore's. You have to say that. You can't help but say that. Alex Moore's is really on the back foot right now. And, I mean, Walesi's kind of gone out of reach already, but he needs a good result this weekend just to have a last smidgen of a chance of winning this championship. If we have a... What's actually interesting is if we have a similar result to Belgium where SC wins and Alex Moore's fails to score, then Walesi can actually secure the title in Singapore. But of course he would actually then in that case have to win without Alex Moore scoring any points. But to have that possibility for the first time is always something that makes you feel good. To have that first shot of the title. So, we're almost set for practice 1, which gets underway now. It's Abu Legit who has opened the session here in Monza. As he heads up towards the Della Roggia chicane. Of course, the high speeds. This is a chance for Alex Moore. This circuit is expected to be Yanataroka territory. Of course, with the long straights. This is probably expected to be Yanataroka's most dominant track, to be honest. So, Abu Legit starts a lap. and heads up towards the De La Rocha chicane. Down the back straight. Into Ascari. Probably the most difficult corner on the track. You can hear a cheer from the crowd. That's because one of the Dork racing cars is behind. Obviously, it's their home race this weekend for Dork. Abbey Ledge, it's a 24.9. Damas, it's a 23.2. It looks like Duran might be about to be held up on this lap. To close that. No sign of Wesley out on the circuit yet. Alex Moores is out there though. Yellow out there. Who's had a problem? Oh no, that's Duran! And she's stuck! She goes down the inside of Chloe Carter and she's stuck, so not what the team, what the Italian fans would want to see this early on in the weekend. And that is actually the end of her session. That's a shame. After going off at the De La Rocha, now here we're looking at Chantal Hawk. We didn't actually say the full story of the race that happened last time out. And she sets the fastest time on a 22.1. Oh, that was very close to hitting the back of Marco Ippos, I think that was. No, that was George Chandler. Interesting in the description of last race comes into it. And Alex Moores only goes second. Did he get any traffic on that lap? No, he didn't. So no traffic for Moores, and a Dork goes faster. That's interesting. Talking about what happened, it was a straight fight between Willessie and Chantal Hawk for the win. And it looks like they were going to have quite some battle towards the end of the race. Until Chantal Hawk collided with the back marker, or actually more like George Chandler took her off. Made contact with her and collided with her, rather than her colliding with him, because George Chandler cut across. And then Hawk spun, which lost her around 20 seconds, which, when I say that, includes like the time she lost in the spin and the time she lost in the pit stop due to the resulting damage. Alex Moores does not improve his time. Essie leaving the pit lane. We heard his car. It was his car that we were hearing. Relatively clean air. So Chantal Hawk currently leads the way. Alex Moore's here, threading his way through traffic. Well, Esley's ahead. He's just behind. So here's Will Esley, who starts a lap. Let's see where he's gonna go. Breaking into the Rettifilio. Heading up to the Della Roger chicane. Into Lesmo 1. Now into Lesmo 2. Up to Ascari, a lot going on ahead. I don't have the live timing up, so I can't see how fast the time is. Into Parabolica goes Will Esley. Let's see what time this is. So he's going to cross the line. It's easily fastest on the 21.7. He easily moves to the top of the timesheets. So, the order is currently Esley, Hawk, Moores, Coombs, Milner, Jones, Woodward, Hardy, Baldwin and Leggett. Let's look at the gap. 0.3 of a second. Matthew Tooton's on a good lap right now. That might improve a lot the order. Rosie O'Driscoll set her first time, getting a podium. For the first time in a while. Last time out. Someone who's kind of been off, a bit more off recently. As he currently threading his way through traffic. This is good practice for Sunday's race. Oh, that was close. to hitting the back of the HWR there. He reacted just in time. This is good practice for Sunday's race, as back markers, they'll probably come up to back markers a lot in the race on Sunday. And Willis is currently making his way through them. But back markers don't tend to be as effective around here because there's so many places you can just drive past them around Monza. The place you won't want to be behind them is going into the Lesmos, as Willis actually found out last year. Here's Kerry-Ann Peace, who's improving in the first sector. That's into Parabolica goes Kerry-Ann Peace. No improvement. Remember last year's race where so many people then took to social media and complained how back markers appeared to be favouring Alex Moores. 12 months later, it's a whole different story. Wesley has a whopping lead in the championship right now. He has a massive lead that anyone could only dream of having. And it's all currently looking good for him to take a second world title. Quite a way before the end of the season. I mean, this year he certainly had it a lot easier on him than he had it last year, didn't he? But one thing that does have a chance of happening, not this weekend, but next weekend, and there's actually quite a good chance of it, Yanata Roca can take the not next weekend, next race. Yanata Roca can quite easily take the constructors. In Singapore. Yanata Roca. Yellow out there. I wonder if that yellow flag was caused by Esley. Doesn't look like it was. You naturally wonder that. So here's Alex Moores, still pounding round. As Chantal Hawk gets past the speed tech. We could be in for an interesting race this weekend. Quite certainly. Got side by side between the Wigglesworth and the Shantana. As Toby Jones gets past the Gindana. Wesley right behind O'Driscoll and one of these CGP cars. Well, Essie is just seething his way through all this traffic. So is Alex Moores. Or actually not quite as Rosie was able to defend that time. Remember this, in this race Alex Moores lapped basically the whole field except his teammate lost in last year's race. Lapping everyone up to second place. That is how dominant the Anataroka was last year. Oh, O'Driscoll cutting across there. O'Driscoll squeezing. I think O'Driscoll's doing defence practice here. Of course, in the race you wouldn't be allowed to do if she was a back marker. But she's doing defence practice. That's not the right defence, though. O'Driscoll went to the inside to defend there. Is Esty going to get down the inside into the chicane? Not quite. Feels like a race. So, trying to get past O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll goes to the inside to defend this time. Essie's got his dry speed. There's the 874 ahead. That's going to end that. That ends that battle. Actually, Essie's going to catch back up probably soon. Action behind where Buchan, I think that is, getting past his speed tech. Wesley has managed to pass O'Driscoll. Now behind the Wigglesworth and Chandler. She passes without a problem there. Speed tech ahead, and that was late, but he gets through. So 3 minutes left of FP1 here at Monza. Get them out there. Who's that from? Oh, Quintanilla's got stuck. He's had an issue. Coming into contact with one of the lockies of Kerry-Ann Peace. he's already got a time on the board, so he can't be removed. Don't know if it is going to remove him. He is stuck, it looks like. So the session is about to end anyway. "15 seconds on the clock left." So the session has ended. And it's Wesley who leads the way once again. As they all head into the pits. So, SC leads the way from Hawk and Moors. So, an interesting FB1 that we have had. They all head into the pits. Quintanilla's car's still stuck there. But that's it from FB1. We'll see you later. We'll see you tomorrow for FB2.